Welcome to Compassionate Healthcare Providers Educational Series.
Atomy creates and distributes high-quality products. Things we all use every day, such as shampoo, conditioner, soap, toothpaste and toothbrushes, beauty items, cosmetics, health supplements, and much more. And Atomy is committed to bringing these prestige luxury items to the mass market. This strategy is known as mastige. And Atomy's concept is to enable consumers to swap brands. Atomy has an ethos of absolute quality, absolute price. It means Atomy is dedicated to ensuring its products are of a quality that is unmatchable for the price customers pay. And it's so simple to switch brand when what's on offer is unbeatable in quality and price. Remember that. Absolute quality, absolute price. Quality that is as good as, if not better, than designer brands at a fraction of the price. Atomy is an online shop or shopping mall. And hey, it's free and easy to join and set up an account. Yes, free to join. And once registered as a member, you have exclusive access to the Atomy product range. Here's the really good part. Buying from Atomy gives you points, known as personal point value, or to keep it really short, PPV. Each product has its own PV. Your PPV accumulates and never expires. You only have to make one purchase a year, no matter how small, to keep your account active. And that's no problem, because you love Atomy's absolute quality and absolute price, right? It gets better. You share Atomy's secret with others, they become members, and when they shop, you all earn PV. And what does PV mean? Cash, paid to you as commission. This is a new age of retail. Atomy puts the consumers first and rewards them for their loyalty. Although some members simply choose to shop for their own personal needs, many decide to develop their membership into full-time, lucrative businesses. Let's look at how this works in a little more detail. Let's say you recommend Atomy to your cousin, Jane, because you love using Atomy products so much. You become Jane's sponsor and give her your ID to enable her to register as an Atomy member. Jane is then automatically registered under your A market, your left leg. Then you recommend to your friend Adam, and he becomes registered in your B market, your right leg. Adam could be in Canada or China. Atomy membership is global. You, or Jane, or Adam, can then sponsor more members to join your left or right leg, your A or B markets. They are added down the line, and they don't need to live in your country either. Everyone in each of your market legs generates PV. Remember that? Point value? You have your own PV, and every day your market legs generate group PV. As soon as your own PV exceeds 10,000, earned from purchasing one Atomy shampoo or face wash, for example, and each of your market legs exceeds 300,000 each month, you earn commission. Everyone in each of your market legs who qualifies becomes eligible to receive the same amount of commission. The larger your markets and the greater the collective PV, the higher the commission will be. And it's worth noting, keeping your market legs equally balanced is important. group PV is calculated on the leg with the smaller PV volume. This is part of the secret of success with Atomy. Hard work is never wasted. And it doesn't stop there. As your network grows, so does your regular collective PV. And the hard work invested takes you higher up the ranks of mastership, which comes with life-changing bonuses. You can cherish the spirit of Atomy through its products of absolute quality and absolute price. You can share the good news and reap great rewards by doing so. You may have discovered Atomy compensation videos on YouTube or channel Atomy already. More details about how it works is freely available. And Atomy's Success Academies and seminars will provide regular, inspiring support to members, and prospective members too.
And welcome to the Compassionate Healthcare Providers educational series. And we have tonight all about pain. Definitely pain in those joints, pain in the neck, pain in the back, pain in the foot, pain in the head from head to toe, pain in the elbow, and pain in the hand. Whatever pain is, we're going to be addressing that. There are other things that we're going to be addressing on today too, but also we will have a great testimony about pain and what happens to pain when you add the right supplement from Atomy to your body. We have whole food supplements. So all I got to say is get ready for this evening. After what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this exciting video at this time, this testimony. After then, I will be introducing our doctor for this evening that will be presenting on this evening. And after she get through presenting, we will open up the floor for Ask the Doctor. So we do have Ask the Doctor at the end. But let's share this testimony about this journey of this gentleman about pain. So this evening we're talking about pain. And about a couple of weeks ago, a close friend of mine who owns a store and sells a lot of health food type of products and everything, but he also in his personal life enjoys the benefits of the hemohim, the probiotics, and the vitamin C, even the noni. He really loves it. So he's always asking for more, and there was a sense of urgency for something more, and that area was in pain. I am going to let him tell his story about pain. Okay, so this is AD. AD, could you tell your story about pain?
Well, I will always sell pain cream and for years, and I ended up falling and ended up hurting my neck. Got 2 fractures on my neck, and I got these throbbing pains on both sides of my neck. So I rubbed it with the pain cream. I took everything I know to take, but nothing. It helps a little, but it doesn't solve the pain. So Bernard gave me the MSM, and I took it. And usually I sleep about two hours a night. Every 2 hours I wake up because I'm in pain. But when I first took it, I slept 4 hours. Last night I took 2 more last night, and I was able to sleep at least 6.5 hours with no pain, And then when I woke up, of course, I'm in pain again. And I just took 3 minutes ago because my neck hurt and also my back hurt. But that's the only thing that I'm able to take that's relieving me of the pain.
And your injury was to what degree, but also is it helping your back?
Yeah, the doctor said I had two fractured clavicle, uh, and that's why I got the neck brace on. So I got to wear it for 2 months.
Right. We want to
My,
stay in positions while it heals.
right, and my back started hurting about 2.5 weeks after I fell. The neck started hurt with the pain in my neck was ceasing, but my back started hurting. But now I'm sitting here right now, no pain in my back. I still got a little light pain in my neck, but the pain in my back at least going away, and the pain in my neck is easing up now. And I took it about almost 30 minutes ago.
Okay. 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 Well, thank you very much for that testimony and everything. And we're looking forward to your continuous healing in that area. The body was made to heal itself. And so, everyone, if you got any pain, let me tell you something. It works if you work it. Just bringing the body into balance, giving the body what it needs. That's all we're doing. So, we're going to have Dr. Walita to talk more and to educate you more on what he took, on the things that as for support is concerned. I do have a picture of it. I'm going to show you a sharp picture of it. This is the Tombstone right there. That's located in our global mall. We hope to get it in the U.S. mall, but you can order from the global mall. So again, we're going to now hand this over to. Okay, before I officially hand it over to Dr. Walita at this time, I want to say that particular product will be back in the global mall. It's sold out right now. So if you go run to the global mall looking to order it, it's going to be sold out. But I called the company and I noticed that it is dated to be back in there on the 22nd. On the 22nd. So all I got to say, get ready. Get yours in. I'm telling you, you might want to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 boxes of it. But get it in while it's there, because while the getting is good. Because even after this broadcast, let me tell you something, people are going to be buying it. I'm telling you, because it works if you work it. So right now, let me introduce Dr. Walita Williams. She's our neighborhood naturopathic doctor. She's very informative, and she's here on this evening to educate you on what you need to do and guide us on how these products work for you. They work for you, but it works if you work it. Dr. Walita, hey, the baby knock on your door and you can take it from here.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, indeed, and see you crystal
Okay,
clear.
wonderful,
You're looking.
wonderful. I just want to
Yes.
say good evening, everyone. I'm excited to be here tonight, and I tell you what, thank you again, Pastor, for inviting me on, because I'm always looking to connect with people who are looking for help. It's important to connect with people who are looking for help, people who want help, people who want relief, and believe that relief is possible. Because in today's world, we have so many messages coming into our system that say there's no hope, there's no help, you're going to be in pain, you're going to have this issue or that issue, take this prescription forever, and this type of thing. But what we want to do is we want to bring you a message of hope and healing, that no matter what you're going through, no matter how rare it is, no matter how advanced it is, no matter what you're hearing, we have found that there will be somebody who has beat it, somebody who has conquered it. And so it's just a matter of accessing the correct information. Okay, it's two parts to this: getting the right information and being willing to make the change that we need to make. Because if we keep doing exactly what we've been doing, nothing's going to change. So we know that we have to do something different. And I'm excited to be with Atomy. I'll tell you what, I was resistant at first, and I'll admit it, and I've already apologized profusely for not listening when they told me about it the first time. But I'm here to let you know that this is the up and coming company to be with. These are the products that are top notch. There's no better products. And the Atomy philosophy of absolute quality, absolute. You know what absolute quality means? That means that's all there is. Okay, that's as good as it gets. An absolute price. Okay, that's very important too, because a lot of times things maybe have a quality, but they may be out of range as far as our budget goes. So absolute quality and absolute price, I have found it to be the case. And I'm excited to share with you tonight concerning the foundation, because, you know, all year long, we have been talking about building a foundation for health. Because if you have a firm, a broad, a deep foundation for health, then your chances of surviving or even avoiding all the pathogens that are coming our way, because every month now we're hearing a new one, a new virus, a new bacteria, or an old bacteria that's resurfacing. So we know that we're being bombarded by pathogens, but not everyone is getting it. Okay, so what would be the difference? The difference is our foundation of health, being able to withstand whatever is coming to assault our health. And that foundation, I want to say, I recommend that we start with that best kit. And it's called the best kit because it's the best. It's the best start. It's called the best kit, and it is truly has been the best kit. And in that best kit, we have the star product, and I'm going to bring that one up first, which is the HemoHim. And HemoHim was actually formulated for being able to soothe the body that has been under assault from chemotherapy and radiation. Because, you know,
excuse me, Dr. Walita, were you
Yes.
sharing your screen?
Am I able to?
Yes.
Okay.
I made you
All right.
co-host of the evening.
Okay, let's see now. Okay, now you want to challenge my technical.
We are
I didn't
patient.
say all that. Let's see now. Where am I looking for? Wait. Let's see here now. I think I can.
Like the little train said.
I got too much on here. You didn't tell me that. Let's see here. Okay. Where do I go? Let's see. Wait. Wait a minute. Okay.
Okay. All right. Take your time. We all been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
You know what I want to find is that HemoHim, but I don't know where it is.
Now I can show it, but I'm hoping to keep up with you. You want me to show it?
Well, just go ahead. You keep up with me.
Oh, okay.
You got the best kit? Show the best kit, and let me just talk.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get that done. Yes, indeed.
Just show that best kit.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Then we'll go here to the shopping mall. We'll hit that best kit. There's the best kit. And
okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're talking about. The best kit. In that best kit, the star is that HemoHim. And as I said before, it is really, it is for restoring the body. And we are finding out over time that it is restoring the body from whatever is going on. And I want to share a testimony, but I guess we'll get him to get it on video. But Mr. Williams came in and he had been out of town, and he came back home and he had a cough and looked like to me, his nose was sniffling. He was not feeling well. And so I gave him the HemoHim. And of course, you know, having introduced him to so many products over the years, I think he was a little skeptical, but you know, when you don't feel well, you want help. So he took the Hemohim, and I tell you what, I didn't hear any more coughing. And the next day he said, you know, that Hemohim actually worked immediately. You know, I had given him some other things, and he said those things usually work maybe a couple of hours, but he said the Hemohim worked immediately and he could feel the difference. So we got to get him on here to tell that story. But Hemohim is where you want to start. It's an herbal extract. It's not going to hurt you, okay? And you have this package. This is a 1 month supply. Each one of these boxes has like 6 little packets in there. And the packets, I tell you what, it tastes pretty good actually. If you don't like the taste, you can actually add it to water and drink it that way. But it's convenient because you can take the little packets with you. If you're traveling, you don't need a refrigerator. You can just put it in your briefcase or put it in your purse. It's so very convenient, and it has really been a godsend for so many people as far as restoring the body to that balance. You know, it's an energetic balance. Whenever we say dis-ease, we're saying dis-ease. Something is out of balance. Something is uneasy about it. So this is what brings it back into balance. And then we have 2 other items that are in the best kit to accompany the Hemohim. And we have the probiotics and the color food vitamin C. And I tell you that probiotic is so important because everybody has been exposed at some point to antibiotics. So that means it's something that kills off everything. And we have 10 to 15 pounds of good probiotics that we have to have. These probiotics are responsible for up to 80% of our immunity, and it's in your gut, okay? So if you've been exposed to any antibiotics, you've killed off some of the good ones too. So we have to be able to put those back. The probiotics are excellent, and I want to make sure I mention that you don't need water for this. It tastes like blueberry goodie. And so you just open it and eat it, and it dissolves, and it's good for oral health also. It supports your digestion, your immune system, as well as your mood. You know, sometimes you have moods that don't suit you. You really don't want to feel that way. And that has something to do with that probiotic balance. So you just take one of these. The best way to take it is first thing in the morning on it before you eat. That is the most effective way to get your probiotics. So it's great. It's convenient. You just take the little packet, eat it, and you're done. Everything about Atomy products is very, very easy. So we go on to our color C. And that color C, when I first heard color C, I didn't know what that was. I was curious, like color, food, C, what does that mean? And when I found out that this color food C, it comes from a variety of different sources. So that is what the color food is all about. And you know, each one of those colors is a pigment, and it has a different function in the body. You have to get all of them. Color food C is about the different pigments, and you have 5 different colors combined to give us this vitamin C. So it's not just an ordinary vitamin C. And we knew that, hey, all vitamins are not created equal. All vitamin C is not created equal. So this contains a variety of fruit and vegetable extracts. That's what the color food is all about. So you have your red, yellow, you have your blue, green, you have all of your colors represented, and vitamin C is vital for health. Okay, vitamin C is in that category we call water soluble. So it flushes through the body on a daily basis. So you have to get vitamin C every day. It doesn't store in the body. Vitamin C is not stored. It's not one of those fat soluble. See, we have 2 types of vitamins, the fat soluble and water soluble. I'm not going to bore you with too much detail, but you need to know that, hey, vitamin C can't be stored. You have to get it every day. So you take this little packet, put it in your water, and it's like a little lemonade. Hey, you take it with your meal or whatever, whenever you want. This vitamin C is 500 milligrams. We do have another one that is even more powerful, the Super C, but this is a part of the best kit to start you with vitamin C. And the last component that's in this kit, which I want to make sure I mention that the whole kit, all three of these, in this best kit, the cost is very reasonable. It's only $145. So, and by being over $100, that's free shipping, and you only pay a tax if that is necessary. But this is a deal, because I don't know where you would get this type of nutrition for a $145. So you have the Color C, probiotics, and the HemoHim is called the best kit. And if people are wondering where to start, this is where you would want to start. And then once you start with this foundation, then you will build on that foundation. So one of the things that I like to build on this foundation, and I'm excited about, is the noni. And I'll tell you what, Atomy has come up with a strategy for building noni like no other. You know, back in the day, most people, if you're been around a while, you were introduced to noni, and you know, you can just see some guys with some machetes going through backyards chopping down this noni fruit and, you know, just putting it together. But that's not the case here. Okay, Atomy has their own farms out in Indonesia, organic, so they control this growth of this noni. They only use the right, beautiful ones. They don't use the ones that are damaged. And they are getting it from their own farm. It's in Java Island in Indonesia. And this is one of the places where noni thrives. The climate and the soil is conducive to the best noni on the planet. Now, what's special is once they have go ahead and harvested this noni, they're taking a special course. What they're doing is enriching it with more probiotics and giving it 1,400 hours of fermentation. And we have found that in every case, when we ferment the fruits, they increase the nutrient density. I know some of you remember when he talked about red wine, and we were like, well, why don't we just drink the grape juice? Well, no, the wine had to be fermented. So that's the same with this noni. It is giving you these phytochemicals, which can only be obtained from your fruits and vegetables. And these are the four, okay? You got proxarenine, scopolamine, iridoids, and the polyphenols, which all of these have special functions in the body. And so we know it's healing, okay? It's healing. And we have found everyone so far who is using this noni is fermented, is concentrated, and it is organic. Now, what does it do? It is stopping that high blood pressure issue. We have people who have been using prescriptions to control their blood pressure, okay? Well, they're taking a sip of this noni and they don't have that problem anymore. So something is, these polyphenols and other nutrients are bringing this back into balance. And you can see the comparison here. You know, a lot of times we hear, oh, I think I'll just get my nutrient from my food. Well, good luck with that, because the level of nutrients that it takes to actually heal your body, you can't eat that much, okay? You weigh 600 pounds or more if you were to be able to eat that much. And you see this comparison right here, rich in polyphenols. You say 140 tomatoes, 121, whatever those are, kiwi, 143, and you just take a little ounce sip of noni, and you have the equivalent. Oh, that was mango. That's right, mango. So don't kid yourself and think, oh, I'll just get it from the food. It's not going to happen, because another part of the fact that, hey, the foods that we're getting, we're not living near the farm usually. So it's being harvested. We don't know where it's being grown. Sometimes it's being transported over months. In fact, I was at one seminar and we were actually talking about apples. And this one guy, he said, well, you know, these apples have been in a warehouse for at least 6 months before they even make it to the supermarket. And then once they're in the supermarket, okay, and they're sitting under the fluorescent light, okay, and they may have been in heat or cold, whatever, the temperature's not controlled, okay? So it might not even have any nutrients. It might look good, taste good, and still not have the nutrients. But this is a way to ensure that we are getting high quality nutrients. And it's so easy. You just take a little sip, 1 ounce a day of this noni, and it tastes great, okay? And it is really making a difference. People are resting better. People have more energy. Like I said, if your blood pressure is off the chart, and now you can take a sip of this noni and it's not, then you know this is something very important for the body. And you can see all the different technology that Atomy has designed. And this is for every product. They have advanced technology, okay? They have advanced processes for concentrating, fermenting, for choosing high quality nutrients to begin with. And you can see many, many recognition. They have certifications from many countries. In fact, the Atomy products are sourced all around the world. Some are even sourced here in the United States. That's where the probiotic is sourced, right here in the States. But many of the products are sourced globally. So this is an opportunity for us to participate in a global economy. And I'm excited about that. So don't slip up. Be serious. Make sure you get that best kit plus noni, and thus build a strong foundation for health, one that will stand the test of time. Now, I want to mention one thing, especially for our women, because I know that we are having some challenges that are unique to women. So I just wanted to mention for the women to pay attention to the Sephora and the women's probiotics and the what's the other one? Apple Phenom. Okay, you can bring it up. Go ahead and bring anyone up. You can. Okay, Sephora Queen, that's great. Okay, so he's bringing up the Sephora Queen, and if you have any inkling of perimenopause or menopause or hot flashes, this is where you want to start. Add this to your foundation. And I want to mention, in many cases, the foundation will be enough, but sometimes you may need more. So if for women, I want to introduce you to the Sephora Queen. It's easy, it's natural, and it helps to balance out those hormonal imbalances that cause the hot flashes and all the other things that come along with menopause. It's more than just hot flashes. I'm not going to mention all of them, but if you're having it, you know what I'm talking about. And the other one is the women's probiotic. And we are so excited about this because it actually has 2 strains of probiotic that are specifically for the women's system. So this is to help balance. If you've ever had a yeast infection or UTI, urinary tract infection, any of that stuff, then this is what you want to do, is get this women's probiotics. If you've ever had yeast, any of that stuff, then add this with your Sephora Queen, and believe me, it works. And the third one I want to put in there is the Apple Phenom, because this is the one that helps so much. A lot of women and men are suffering, and you're trying to get your abdomen, your stomach is out there, okay? And you're trying to get it flattened back. That's what this Apple Phenom is all about. It's so easy. Hey, they say these, and we used to be looking for these Granny Smith green apples to add to our smoothie, well, hey, you could just take this little jelly stick and it's like you had 45 green apples. It's amazing. But visceral fat, that is the dangerous fat. There's two types of fat. I'm just going to tell you quickly. There's two types of fat in the body. One is called subcutaneous fat, and that's the one that you see is under your skin. But the real dangerous fat is the visceral fat, and that's the one you do not see, okay? It is sometimes wrapped around your organs, okay? That's what this apple phenom jelly stick targets. And we are seeing so many. In fact, I use it myself, and people were asking, how much weight did you lose? And I had to say, I didn't lose any weight, okay? But that tummy was going down. So, you know, we're happy about that. We're not, it's not always about the weight, okay? We know that when you have that protruding abdomen, it doesn't look well, you don't feel well, you know there's something that needs to change. Use this apple jelly stick 2 a day. I usually take 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. But those 3 things really, for women and girls, I would just make a note. Apple phenom, women's probiotic, and the Sephora Queen. So I know if you don't have it, but you probably have a friend that's dealing with it, then go ahead and add those to our foundation. Okay, so I know somebody gonna say, well, what about the men? Okay, of course we have the saw palmetto for them, and of course the red ginseng. So we have something for, and you know, that's the cool thing about Atomy is they are structuring a nutritional support for what's happening, because as long as you're alive, things are changing. You're growing into different stages of life. And as we grow into these different stages of life, then we have different needs. We have need for support, okay? So guys, saw palmetto is here for just the unique challenges that men will face. And all of this is safe. There are no unsafe ingredients. You know, some of these things on the market that they're marketing for guys are dangerous. Okay, but we have found that the saw palmetto is a standard. Okay, and we know that this one works. The other one is the red ginseng for energy. So I just put that in there too, okay? And everything tastes good, okay? So you just take this little red ginseng, it's a little jelly stick. They make everything so easy because, you know, we make so, sometimes, you know, we come up with excuses. I can't swallow pills. And, you know, you're looking at a 300-pound person that's telling you that. You have no idea how that sounds, okay, when I hear that in my practice. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, you have swallowed something bigger than this little pill, okay? But anyway, that's another lecture. Okay, Korean red ginseng jelly stick. This is special. And you know, a lot of times you hear ginseng, but there are different types of ginseng. They come from different sources and they all do different things, like all herbs. Some herbs are cooling to the body and soothing. Some give you heat in the body and energy. But this Korean red ginseng jelly stick is balanced for you. It is specially formulated because it is fermented and it is steamed. So it's different. It's just not an ordinary, this isn't ordinary ginseng. And they say you need to look at the genocide levels, because some ginseng, it doesn't have any genocide. That's the active formula. It's not really anything there. So this one has the highest level of actual ginseng in there. So that is very important to understand. So how are we doing on time? Another minute? Okay, let's we have to mention our glucose care because we know so many people are facing the challenge of diabetes type 2. And you know, we hear people saying, oh, it run in my family. Oh, you know, and people are also telling me, oh, you know, when I say we need to change to get out of this rut of diabetes, because it's not just about the sugar. It's not just about the diabetes. Having diabetes, it puts you at higher risk for other things. And if you are actually using medication to control your blood sugar, these medications have side effects. In fact, you're going to end up with some other serious conditions. One of them is kidneys are going to be going bad on you. You know, it's just different stuff is going to happen. Any prescription, if you can work your way out of it or even less using it, that is the best way to go. Because I know I have friends and they say, oh, I have my sugar under control. Well, how many units of insulin are you taking to keep it under control? So we are saying, please pay attention. If you can get out of that prescription rut or even lessen the prescription that's needed, it is much better for your long-term survival and your long-term health. Because, you know, when you have kidney failure, then they're talking to you about dialysis. And the lifestyle of dialysis is not fun. And I know people who are just, they don't like that lifestyle, okay? So take care to try to avoid that. So here's what the glucose care, it has two main ingredients, the banaba leaf and the red ginseng. And we are finding within 72 hours, it's working. People are using this simple herbal formula and they are being able to lessen the prescriptions and the insulin that they need in order to control the blood sugar. So pay attention. And even if you don't have it, you know, there's somebody in everybody's orbit, somebody in everybody's orbit that's struggling with their blood sugar. So let it be known in your circle, hey, I'm a part of something, and I'm a part of something that's making an impact in the diabetes community. This is a big thing. It's getting people back on track. It's removing that residue that is built up that does not let your receptors recognize the insulin. Because many of us you have plenty of insulin, okay? But your receptors are not, it's not being recognized. So these herbs are working so well and they are so easy. So make yourself available to it and spread the word. I'm just asking, don't be a dead end, okay? Pass this information on to a friend. And we are here every Thursday night. So you can invite people to come with you. Pass the Zoom information on and let everyone know we are here as compassionate. You know what that means? Compassionate healthcare providers. That means we are trying to help, okay? Now, oh, pain, that's what we're supposed to talk about. Thanks for reminding me, Pastor. Okay, so this is the determinant. If you have pain, pain can be a deterrent. You cannot do the things you want to do. You cannot make that important contribution to your family, to your job, to your community. It's just not going to work when you're in pain, okay? So that's why this is here. This termicin is here to help us to relieve that pain. You see that turmeric is there, okay? And turmeric is in the news, okay? A lot of people are aware that turmeric is a very important herb, but this is a turmeric extract along with MSM and selenium. So these are three very important elements to help relieve that pain. You know, selenium is one of the things they call this, if you're here in the South, well, where we are, you may be tuning in from elsewhere, but we know they call this a stroke belt because of the lack of selenium has been all depleted from the soil. So we know that selenium is very important, okay? It is necessary, let's see, what does it say here? To protect and soothe that pain, okay, from the free radicals. The MSM, this is for your joints, because that's where, a lot of times, that's where the pain is, okay? So we have three heavy hitters. People are just, I mean, I know people who are just using MSM by itself to help, but hardly anyone has all three of these together in one convenient supplement. So that's what's special here. It works, okay? The turmeric, the MSM, and the selenium all here together, okay? So try it. That's your main thing, is being able to try it. Give it a try, and you will see the results. You know, sometimes don't be like I was. Remember, I said I was resistant in the beginning. Okay, don't be resistant, okay? Just be open and willing to try it and receive this painkiller, because, I mean, I've had that knee issue before, and if your knees hurt, you don't want, people are asking, let's go out, let's go to the mall, let's go here. And you don't want to say, my knees are hurting. You come up with excuses because your knees are hurting. You don't want to face it. You don't want to move, okay? So let's zap this pain. Let's get rid of it. Let's just get rid of the pain. Use this supplement. Use it liberally. And you heard the testimony earlier. He said he took one, then he took two, okay? And then, you know, just take it again. It's not going to hurt you, okay? But you will see, the proof is that this zaps the pain wherever it is, especially in the joints. So I think we want to save some time for our questions. So I know we've introduced a lot of information, and of course, I know we probably have some questions. So I want to just pause here and entertain those questions. What's that? That's a great question. Someone wants to know if the glucose care will help someone with type 1 diabetes. And I will have to admit, I have been researching that question. I do not have the answer at this moment, but we will find out. In fact, I have a person with type 1 diabetes is waiting for me to get back with them to find out if indeed this is appropriate for them. But we know it works for type 2, which is what most people have. But hold that question, and we will be ready, hopefully by next week, be able to answer yes to that question. But we know that the foundation helps them, okay? Because that foundation gives you a better quality of life. Everything is going to work better when you do the foundation. But I'm just not sure about the glucose care. Anyone else?
Just raise your
If
hand
you
and
have a question,
we can recognize you. Or you can unmute your mic.
okay. And I'm open if anyone has anything they would like to add also. Okay, what does it say? Creatine. I would go with the best kit and the noni. I would start there.
Dr. Walita, I had someone, they was taking the Benadryl, the glucose care, and but that's all they was taking, and their blood pressure went up. Um, what can they do while taking the Benadryl, the glucose care? What could they do to balance that out? As far as the
Well,
blood pressure.
you know what, I would go ahead. I'm all about that foundation. I would get that best kit with the noni, especially the noni if you're dealing with the blood pressure. But I really believe in the foundation. You go to a buffet and you don't go up there and get one item and put it on your plate. Just think about it that way.
Okay.
Because each one of these nutrients, they have different functions within the body. Let's see. I didn't see. I thought it was a question. Let's see. And the color C. Remember the best kit, those three: HemoHim, color C, and probiotics. And then we add the noni. The first three is 145, and then we add the noni. I think it's 57. Am I right?
Right. And if you get that combination, it's like 202 without tax.
202 for all four things. And some people don't pay tax or shipping.
Right. There's a few states that have that advantage.
Yeah. So I know Florida is one of them.
Okay. Any other question, or you want to unmute your mic and, just say, how did you like the show on this evening? Did the information empower you on this evening?
Hey, this is Terry. I just want to give a testimony from Dr. Williams giving me the sample of the vitamin C. And I was feeling really like I was catching something the other day. And I told her, I said, you know how when you're catching a cold, your nostrils open up and you're sneezing and just beginning to feel bad and everything like that. And she had given me a sample and I'm like, Lord, where is that sample? I want to try this stuff. So I didn't know whether to put it in water, whether to just put the powder in my mouth or what to do. So I just dropped the powder in my mouth and I was like, oh, we're going to see what happens. I can promise you that every feeling, every thought of anything I was catching was gone the next day.
Wow.
So it just wiped it right out.
Thank you for sharing. I have to be more careful and make sure I give you directions on how to use it, right? But yes, you can put it directly in your mouth or you can put it in water. It works either way. That's a good point too. But thank you so much for sharing. But immune, and we have heard so much over the last 2 years about immune system, more than ever before. And we know that the strong foundation is what builds your immune system. So you have to be ready because you've heard the stories. What was it? I think it was one of the the president's wife, I think, got the COVID positive test, and they say she's double vaccinated, triple boosted, but it didn't mean you didn't get it. Your own immune system is your best defense, whether you get it or not. Your own immune system being strong is your best defense. And I just want to add in here, remember what we talked about, the sweets, okay? Every time you eat the sweets, you dampen, you diminish, you shut down your immune system. So just be aware of that and try to avoid that, because it could be as long as 12 hours. You have no immune system every time you eat the sweets. So I just thought I'd just throw that in for a little information.
Good evening. Hi, Dr. Walita. How, so does that include honey and agave or other types of sweet, or are we talking about refined sugar, or is there, what's the healthiest sugar?
That's a great
What's the healthiest sugar?
question. That's a great question. Yes, it does include honey and agave. It's sugar, the body sees sugar. Of course, we prefer those because they have some other nutritional benefit other than just the white sugar. But sugar has no nutritional benefit in and of itself. There's no nutritional benefit. There's no need for it. We say we need this many vitamins, we need this many amino acids, we need carbohydrate. That we don't have a need. There's no minimum daily requirement. Okay, it doesn't help us in any way. It doesn't do anything for us. Okay, but it just helps us. We feel good. It tastes good, and so we like it. But really, it's not needed. But of course, the honey gives you some nutritional value along with the sugar. Agave, you have to really be vigilant on the agave because most of the agave that's on the market today is a mixture. It's not pure agave, very, very few of it. When it first came out, it was pure, but most of it is mixed, just like your oils. You have to be very vigilant to make sure it is really 100% agave because most of it is not. Okay, but one of the best sweeteners is actually monk fruit.
Oh, I love it, monk fruit. You hit my number there, monk fruit.
M-O-N-K, yeah, M-O-N-K, F-R-U-I-T, monk fruit is the safest one to use because you have the little sweet, but it doesn't raise your blood sugar or any of that. It's an herb.
Oh, I use monk fruit sometimes, but I also use xylitol and erythritol as well. I don't like stevia. I can't stand the way it tastes.
Yeah, you notice I didn't mention stevia either.
Yeah, it's so nasty. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys keep me on my toes, right? Okay, well, if we have
wait a minute, here's one, and someone asked me that, and I got to be brave and ask it, but what is it that's in the, I guess you call them sanitary napkins for females that cause them to bleed more and have cramps? I remember you and Dr. Humphrey was talking about that. What is that that's in there? That's
hey, it's bleach and other chemicals. It's chemicals that are in there.
Okay.
So hey, you don't want any of those chemicals.
Okay.
The herb day, the Atomy Herb Day has herbs that we know are soothing, like aloe vera. That's not gonna hurt you. So I don't know if Dr. Humphrey you want to speak to that about the herb day?
I don't think she's on. I didn't see her. She might be. I didn't think she's on because I know she had to go out of town to handle some things.
Oh, okay.
But we'll be coming back, to the herb day.
But the herb day is the way to go.
Time.
And,
right. Okay.
I purchased it, and I actually gave it to my girls, and they gave it a thumbs up. So we know that it works.
Awesome.
It's soothing, aloe vera, and it has herbs that actually support healing, soothing, stop the growth of bacteria as well as odor, and they are very absorbent. So those are the things you're looking for, and that's what the Atomy Herb Day has to offer. It comes in those 3 sizes: the panty liner, the regular, as well as the large. So you have a variety. So check it out if you are looking in that direction.
All righty then. Well, we've had a good evening of information, and if there's no other questions on this evening, we're going to get ready to to head out on this evening. Hey, we've been
Okay.
empowered. Now,
Okay.
Dr. Walito, do you have an email address in which maybe somebody can email you if they have a
Yes, of course.
questions?
Hello at Ask Dr. Walitha. That's my website. ASKDRWILETHA. So feel free, you can email me. But more importantly, get back with the person who invited you to this series and give them some feedback as to how you feel about what you're hearing here. Get back with the person who invited you and do them the courtesy, do them the honor of letting them know some feedback on your response to what you've heard. And if you like what you hear, come back next Thursday and bring a friend.